Hello students. So today I will talk about this process of hematopoiesis. So hematopoiesis is the process of production of different components, different cells of the blood from stem cells, and these stem cells are hematopoietic stem cells. So these hematopoietic stem cells are in the bone marrow. So they are self-renewing, that they will divide in two parts, this stem cell, and one will be left in the bone marrow and one will go through the journey. Either it will go to the myeloid progenitor cell or lymphoid progenitor cell. So these myeloid progenitor cells will give rise to various different types of cells of the immune system, that is dendritic cells and macrophages, monocytes, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, mast cells, granulocytes, and eosinophils, basophils, eosinophil progenitor cells, and basophil progenitor cell, and basophil and mast cells. Mast cells are important in the allergy response. So one line is the myeloid progenitor cells and other line is lymphoid progenitor cells. So lymphoid progenitor cells will give rise to natural killer cells and T cells, and T cells will develop into Th or T helper cells and T or T cytotoxic cells. So then we see that these lymphoid progenitor cells, they will go to form this B cells progenitors, and B, which result in B cells and dendritic cells, and these myeloid progenitor cells may also give rise to the platelets. They will form megakaryocyte, and then it will form platelets which help in the healing of wounds, and erythroid progenitor cells will develop into erythrocytes. So we see that these hematopoietic stem cells will go and develop these myeloid progenitor cells and lymphoid progenitor cells. Myeloid progenitor cells will develop into these dendritic cells, macrophages, monocytes, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, and mast cells, and platelets and erythrocytes. And these lymphoid progenitor cells will develop into natural killer cells, Th cells, Tc cells, and B cells, and dendritic cells. And all this process is termed as hematopoiesis. So here you can see the shape of the cells and the shape of their nuclei. So since these have cytoplasmic projections and dendron-like appearance, so that's why they are termed as dendritic cells, and these cells are in the mast cells. Sorry, these are in the thymus. Mast cells are other cells which are concerned with the allergy response. Here you see it has these blue packets filled with histamine, and when the allergen will come and will bind with IgE, which bind with the mast cells, and then will release histamine. So here we see macrophages, and macrophages, it has a large nucleus, monocytes, horseshoe-shaped nucleus, neutrophils with this multi-lobed nucleus, and eosinophils this bi-lobed nucleus, and basophils have this shaped nucleus that is look like comma shape, and mast cells have this circular or spherical nucleus, and erythrocytes have no nucleus. red blood cells have no nucleus when they are mature. And these natural killer cells, you can see that have a large nucleus, and TH cells have a spherical large nucleus, and B cells also have a spherical large nucleus. So all these cells are just derived from hematopoietic stem cell, and of course for each cell formation there should be a direction to the cells, and there will be different substances or cytokines or lymphokines or tumor necrosis factor or interferons or something which will give rise and will direct the cells to develop in a specific line of cells. Thank you.